I'm Erin Ellithorpe and I'm a fashion designer. I've been into fashion basically since day one, which besides classical ballet, it's like always been my #1 passion. Just being a girl, I mean, loving beautiful things, like it's just the clothing and the fit of clothing, how I feel in clothing, like how it can kind of just like change your attitude. You can be who you want to be. I just want like a blanket made out of this stuff. If I can make something that like makes me feel like me, and I feel like I'm in my own skin. I'd heard about the program in Seattle here, that's Seattle Central. I guess it appealed to me because it's focused on the technical side of the apparel industry. Art and design is like what I love the most, but I felt that I had a lot of that talent naturally, and that if I could just know how to actually like make the things myself, that I could, you know, make the things that I design. Like I could design what I wanted and then I could just make it. So I was in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, as was Michael of No Anchor. The ultimate for them is to be making the clothes themselves, you know, manufacturing like US made stuff and locally made. So I jumped on board with him, and the first step really, I mean, is finding the fabric. And so we went to LA Fashion District and fabric sourced for the hoodie. That was an exciting first step, and then headed back to Coeur d'Alene. I just got started on making the pattern for this cowl neck hoodie, so this big old like crossover hood you can pull up, and lots of fabric, but looks pretty cool. He was happy. I made a couple changes to the pattern and then went ahead and cut out the final hoodies. It was a little tricky because we had to wait. We had some screen printing we were getting done to all the sleeves, some wraparound stripes, and you have to get that done before you can actually sew them up. So I had to wait a little bit to actually start sewing them, and so I basically had to do them in a weekend. I finished sewing them all up. I hauled them over to Michael, and he took them into a local screen printing shop in Coeur d'Alene and got the logo he had designed screen printed across the front of the hoodies, and that was basically the final step, and now we have them and they look really good. Currently I'm living back in Seattle, rooming with my bestie, and I'm going to continue working on my own line of clothing as well as helping out No Anchor with future projects that they have, and